Hello and welcome to Reading Light, where I simplify books for the modern reader, making them easy to understand, especially if you're an English learner. You're listening to a complete audiobook of Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen, a classic tale. This version has been rewritten in modern English, maintaining the original structure of the book, so it still feels true to its time. For those of you who are English learners, this book has been modified to a C1 English level. Before we start, be sure to check out the special section at the end of the video, where we'll explore new vocabulary with examples to enhance your understanding. Now, without further ado, let's dive into the book. Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen, Chapter 2, read to you by Reading Light. Mr. Bennet was among the first to visit Mr. Bingley. He had always intended to do so, but he let his wife believe that he would not go. He finally made his intentions known in a surprising way. While watching his second daughter, Elizabeth, sewing a coloured band around a hat, he suddenly addressed her. "I hope Mr. Bingley will like it, Lizzie." "We are not in a position to know what Mr. Bingley likes," said her mother bitterly, "if we are not going to visit him." "But you forget, mother," Elizabeth said, "that we shall meet him at the public balls, and that Mrs. Long has promised to introduce him." "I do not believe Mrs. Long will do any such thing. She has two nieces of her own. She is a selfish, insincere woman, and I have no opinion of her." "Neither have I," said Mr. Bennet, "and I am glad to find that you do not depend on her for assistance." Mrs. Bennet would not respond, but unable to control her annoyance, began complaining to one of her daughters. "Don't keep coughing so, Kitty. Have a little pity on my poor nerves." "Kitty lacks judgment in her coughs," said her father. "She chooses the wrong moment." "I do not cough for my own amusement," replied Kitty. "When is your next ball to be, Lizzie?" "In 2 weeks from tomorrow." "So it is," cried her mother. "And Mrs. Long does not return until the day before, so it will be impossible for her to introduce him, as she will not know him herself." "Then, my dear, you may have the advantage of your friend and introduce Mr. Bingley to her," said Mr. Bennet. "Impossible, Mr. Bennet. I am not acquainted with him myself. How can you be so annoying?" "Well, if you will not perform this duty, I will do it myself." The girls looked at their father. Mrs. Bennet said, "Nonsense, nonsense. I am sick of Mr. Bingley." "I am sorry to hear that, but why did you not tell me so before? If I had known this morning, I certainly would not have gone to see him. It is very unfortunate, but as I have already paid the visit, we cannot avoid the acquaintance now." The astonishment of the ladies was just what he wished, especially Mrs. Bennet's, though when the initial excitement was over, she began to say that it was what she had expected all along. "How kind of you! I was sure you loved your girls too well to neglect such an acquaintance. How pleased I am! And it's such a good joke that you went this morning and never said a word about it until now." "Now, Kitty, you may cough as much as you choose," said Mr. Bennet as he left the room, having had enough of his wife's chatter. "What an excellent father you have, girls," she said when the door was shut. "I do not know how you will ever repay him for his kindness. At our age, it is not so pleasant to be making new acquaintances every day, but for our dear daughters, we would do anything. Lydia, my love, even though you are the youngest, I dare say Mr. Bingley will dance with you at the next ball." "Oh," said Lydia confidently, "I am not afraid. Though I am the youngest, I am the tallest." The rest of the evening was spent discussing how soon Mr. Bingley would return Mr. Bennet's visit and deciding when they should invite him to dinner. This concludes Chapter 2 in our playlist. Feel free to move on to Chapter 3 whenever you're ready. If you're here to learn, let's explore the vocabulary from Chapter 2 together. Let's get started. Have no opinion of. You might think this means, I have no opinion about this person. But it actually means to have a low or negative impression of someone, often implying you don't respect them or think poorly of them. In the example, I have no opinion of him after the way he treated his colleagues. The phrase means, I don't really respect him because of how he behaved. In Chapter 2, she is a selfish, insincere woman, and I have no opinion of her. Mrs. Bennet means she doesn't like or trust Mrs. Long because she believes Mrs. Long will favor her own nieces over helping the Bennet family. Lack judgment. This phrase means someone doesn't know how to make the right decision in a certain situation. For example, she lacks judgment when it comes to choosing friends, means she picks the wrong people to trust. In this chapter, Kitty lacks judgment in her coughs. Mr. Bennet is teasing Kitty, saying she doesn't know when it's appropriate to cough and often does it at the wrong time. Astonishment. This word means feeling great surprise or amazement. For example, her sudden announcement caused astonishment in the room, meaning everyone was shocked by her unexpected news. In Chapter 2, the astonishment of the ladies was just what he wished, means that Mr. Bennet wanted to surprise the women, and their reaction of shock and surprise was exactly what he had hoped for. In a position to know. You probably know all the words in this phrase but can't understand the meaning. It actually implies having enough information or being in a situation where you can understand something. The phrase, "we aren't in a position to know what the manager plans yet," means we don't have the information to understand what the manager is thinking. In this book, we are not in a position to know what Mr. Bingley likes. Elizabeth is saying that they don't have enough knowledge or contact with Mr. Bingley to know what his preferences are.
Neglect such an acquaintance. There are two words that you need to grasp. Neglect means to ignore or fail to take care of something important, and acquaintance refers to someone you know but aren't close to. In this phrase together, they mean failing to build or maintain a relationship with someone important. Don't neglect such an acquaintance. He could be useful in the future. Means don't ignore this important person you know. They might help you later. How kind of you! I was sure you loved your girls too well to neglect such an acquaintance. Mrs. Bennet is saying that Mr. Bennet cares too much about their daughters to ignore the chance of meeting someone as important as Mr. Bingley.
To be sick of something or someone doesn't mean being feeling physically ill. It refers to being frustrated or annoyed by something or someone in our case. For example, I'm sick of hearing the same excuses every day. Means I'm really tired of hearing the same reasons all the time. In the book, I am sick of Mr. Bingley. Mrs. Bennet is tired of hearing about him. Mr. Bennet, in his usual teasing manner, responds sarcastically by saying, "I am sorry to hear that, but why did you not tell me so before? If I had known this morning, I certainly would not have gone to see him." He humorously suggests that her complaint is too late, as he has already visited Mr. Bingley, which no one expected. To perform this duty means to carry out a responsibility or task. He has to perform this duty by the end of the day, means he needs to complete this responsibility today. In our book, if you will not perform this duty, I will do it myself. Mr. Bennet teases Mrs. Bennet, saying that if she won't introduce Mr. Bingley, he will take on the task himself, making fun of her hesitation.
And that brings us to the end of today's chapter. Thank you for listening, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.